Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for My Hero Academia Season 8, Episode 6. So, yeah, we have, Danger Sense has been stolen. We have a plan from the holders to catapult themselves into Shigaraki. We're starting with Kudo as a test run. I did, in case you guys got frustrated with me, I didn't bash last episode. It was just some of the dialogue kind of baited you into being like, we're throwing away One for All into Shigaraki. And then it's like, and then they like talk about it and it's like we're going to try to just do the personalities so you don't lose all the power, but the initial reaction is still to bait you to be like what. But yeah, I did read something a bit wrong. Like I thought they baited us even harder by being like we're going to throw all of One for All, and then it boiled down to the end where it's like we're just throwing Kudo. But I realized that I made a mistake and I missed a subtitle where they said they're just doing Kudo as a test run. So I like to acknowledge when I make mistakes because it does happen. I do miss things. Sometimes I'm trying to talk or react or even just reading. Sometimes I just skim over lines by mistake. So but anyway, yeah, so No Shave November going strong still. Peach Fuzz coming in nicely. We're 9 days in, so I don't know what I expected, but this is probably about what I expected. My facial hair doesn't grow insanely fast, right? I knew I wouldn't have like a crazy full beard within 1 month. So, anyways, yeah, I love some of the other dialogue though with them talking about how he just has like a lid on the problems of his past. And Midoriya is like, I'm gonna keep punching him until I smash that lid. Like I can't remember word for word what he said, but it was something along those lines, and I just really like that. It's like you don't know what else to do, just keep hitting him, and hopefully he'll realize he fucked up. But anyways, guys, let's jump into this and see what happens. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yes. Black Whip under the skin. Looking pretty crazy. We're gonna give up Kudo and maybe Gear Shift. Hmm. His admiration for quirks. He's always been that fanboy. I still wonder if there could be anything more. Like, I always wondered if, like, All for One gave Shigaraki the quirk he had, and that's why his body itched so much, just like Aoyama like had his stomach ache problems when he used his quirk and stuff like that. Um but I mean maybe it's more interesting that there are just some things that tie solely back to Shigaraki and it's not something that All for One did. I still think there could be a little bit of All for One still like buried deep. Like Shigaraki could have a vestige of All for One in there, kind of, even if it can't control him. And maybe we could learn some things, but we'll see. I also learned that one of the first OPs was called The Day, and this one's called The Day Has Come. Like back in season 1, I think one of the OPs is called The Day. Very cool. Damn. We're just... What if you transfer the whole thing? I know it's gonna be the bearer wishes, I get that. Can be by force, but can you by force send one of it, not the whole thing? I guess with Black Whip under his skin, he can get access. Ooh. He also has to hit with Danger Sense gone, too. I mean, I guess he did that time. Usually, that is. Alright, here we go. Through the forest. I like how this guy is, like, doesn't understand. Like how they're not all perfect battle sense. Whoa! He black whipped under the ground. Damn! With some Fajin in there. Wow, this kid. He's so smart, Midoriya. Goddamn. Ooh. Or is it? Ah. Whoa. Oh shit! Damn. So he was able to use the other holders as, like, a bait for search. Oh, the hands. Saying, I can't let this hit me. Oh. Well, it hit. Oh. Okay. Let's go, Kudo. Wrench it open, Izuku Midoriya. Oh, shit. Shove it in that crack and spread it wide. What? What? This is when they first met them. Midoriya is seeing this? Oh. What? Why is Spinner there? Yeah. This is crazy. They're just going down memory lane in the middle of a punch. Hmm. Ah, this music, man. I got chills. Are they all going? Is this it? Just rip through. Man. The vestiges. Did it just, like, harden up right before? Uh-oh. That's not good. Damn. Oh. N transferred. Hmm. Oh shit, more memories. When he was a kid. With his dad. Man. God, that hand thing. It's crazy. Shigaraki, just a mass of hands. Look at that! Jesus. Ah. Yes. I love that beginning of that line, though. He got us thrown in prison. It'd be a shame if we didn't help him. I know she's saying it made them better, though. Nice. Stabilize it. I did see a, like, slide out of concrete, right? Ugh. Yeah. I thought I saw the slides out of cement. Oh, shit. Oh, I've got chills. Everyone's watching. Oh, Eri, I'm gonna cry. Oh, Eri. Oh. Damn. Oh. Oh, man. I'm with you, girl. You're making me cry. Seeing you cry. Oh, give him the energy and thought. Hey, Coda's here. Yeah, he's fighting for everyone. Oh, this is great. I'm okay. Like, I could see some people being like, "Oh, we're getting flashbacks." I'm loving it. Oh, she's likening it to before. Oh, even with his like mindless state, almost he's. Oh, maybe tied with Bakugo. I don't know. Damn. Oh. Oh, getting it's a Ravity. Come on, give some respect to that name. Yeah, yeah. We're just getting everyone's thoughts. This is a lot, but I'm fine with it. I'm a fanboy of this show, so many of these moments I love, so many of these characters I love. Seeing this shit has me in tears. Uh, damn. Just punch right through him. Jeez. Did he land another hit with the vestiges? Did any get through? We're just punching this wound. Ooh. Oh, shit. Is she the only one that didn't make it? Or is she the only one that made it? Okay. Just that hate. Oh. 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 Whoa, okay. Now we're like just going into the memories. God damn. Not just seeing them. This is crazy. Ooh. Whoa. We have Dark Deku. Hmm. Shit. Man, she's in there too? This is crazy. I wonder if she'll be able to be here and somehow interact with, like, if the father's still here, will she be able to interact with him? Hmm. Damn. No, move aside. Just a big ass hand and picture. Oh. Oh, she's gonna see what her son turned into. Oh no. Poor Nana. Damn, man. I liked that episode. I could see some people not liking how much time we spent jumping to the other characters, but we're in the end game. I think it's really cool seeing what other people are feeling about this fight. Like, I love the Eri bit, but I can't believe I'm about to say this when the Eri bit had me in tears. I think I like the Kaminari bit the best. Like, the way he spoke about how All Might had this presence and this, like, overwhelming strength that made it seem like he could never lose. and he was so foreign to Kaminari, right? Like, he was just someone in the distance at the time that was strong. He didn't know him personally. I think when you know people personally, it kind of breaks that, like, vision of them being a superhero in your mind. And I love that he was saying, like, I could think that it's okay because I am here when when One For All, when All Might showed up. God damn it, words. Uh, and then, you know, oh, well, hold on. That is it, guys. I don't want to watch a preview for episode 6. Um, yeah, but when he thinks about Midoriya, he doesn't think that everything's gonna be okay. And he's like, does that mean I have no confidence in him? And I don't think that's necessarily true. Because I think part of it is that he's worried about his friend, right? Like, if you were personal friends with All Might, I bet every fight All Might went into, you were more worried about what could happen to All Might than being like, ah, yeah, he's All Might. He'll win every fight, you know? Like the whole world was. So, I mean, we even saw that a few times with, in, like, the movie with David Shield. David Shield was one of his close friends, and All Might would go into battle, and David Shield would look a little concerned. He wouldn't look like, ah, yes, All Might is here, so he is gonna win, you know? So, yeah, that was probably one of my favorite little bits of, you know, kind of going through the characters being worried. Now, second is obviously Eri, because Eri is a soft spot. I loved that arc and everything. She's so adorable, and she just wants to go and try to help, you know. And I love that Koda was there too, and he was able to talk to her a little bit, you know. Um, I don't remember when they met, because, like, he walked up to her and she was like, Koda, you know, like, so I don't know when they met each other. I'm trying to remember a time when we saw them both in the same place, but I don't necessarily remember one. I mean, I guess they were all at the UA evacuation, right? Like, UA was an evacuation shelter for a while. It's very possible they just met at some point in there, you know, like, especially two of them being like young kids or whatnot. Sometimes young kids kind of gravitate to each other to, you know, talk and hang out, or at least interact a little bit. So it's very possible that that's how they kind of got to know each other a little bit, you know. So even if it wasn't, I don't care. It was a cool little moment. I liked it. So it was also cool seeing the one guy that was like one of the most outspoken against Midoriya coming back to UA because of their own safety and everything. And now he's watching this kid, you know, like, who said, I'm gonna do what I can to get the world back to what it was before. And now you see him, like, trying to achieve that. And you're probably thinking to yourself, like, I'm the one that tried to, like, shut this kid down, and, like, and he is just a kid, you know, and we're putting so much on this child here, you know, and he's doing so much for us without asking for anything in return. And, you know, so I don't know. Like, I can definitely understand why he's getting emotional. I'd be pissed at myself if I acted that way, and then I see what he's doing, you know. So anyway, the fight was cool. There was several good bits of animation, but nothing like, you know, obviously we're not there quite yet. I feel like either we won't get there, or there will be, like, one brief moment. I feel like we haven't hit, like, the epicness of episode 3 yet, right? Where, like, Bakugo was just going off on that episode. Now, who knows? We'll see. But I guess it's possible that we make a breakthrough with Shigaraki, and maybe the fight doesn't finish in the way that we think it's going to. And I think that's fine, because, as I've said, we have built up to the idea of saving him. It's not about just punching him into oblivion until he's dead, you know? Like, this has been built up, so... but yeah, I mean, I imagine there's still gonna be some crazy anime fight. But anyway, we got to see Midoriya fight with his new form, his, you know, crazy black whips under the skin, and it seems like he's able to You know, he did a lot of punches here, and he's able to move through the recoil. Like, he's still recoiling from gear shift, if I'm not mistaken, isn't he? Because he even talked about, like, his body's, like, barely able to move. So he's doing most of this through the recoil. I don't know, while fighting, how long it's going to take him to recover from the recoil, but if he can recover from it, you know, like, that'd be kind of good. Or, I don't know, I still don't know if he lost the recoil, right? So far, we haven't seen him use any of... Wait, no. Did he still have the black whips on him after the transfer? I think he did, didn't he? So that means I think it is succeeding where the conscious... I don't know if they... Maybe I missed it. Did they ever actually confirm in the episode that he transferred the consciousness of, like, the vestige, but it... Like, Midoriya kept the power? I don't know if it ever, like, fully confirmed that. But right here... I think, yeah, we have Nana Shimura stuck behind, and she's seeing shit. Oh shit, actually. I guess he does still have some of the markings, but those could be scars. Actually, I don't think we have any confirmation that he still has Black Whip. Because after we see Nana Shimura get rejected, we see Midoriya, like, rushing forward, but he has, like... It's almost like purple under his skin. It doesn't look like Black Whip anymore. So it doesn't look like Black Whip is turned on under his skin, which means we don't know whether he still has it or if he doesn't. But also, one thing that I thought about before I started recording tonight was, didn't they say that he kept the power, the physical power, that has been, like, accumulated after the fourth was stolen? He didn't lose that accumulated power, right? So Midoriya might still, even if he did transfer all of the vestiges and all of their powers are gone too, he might still have the physical strength, which cultivated by All Might should still be at a slightly higher level than what All Might was previously because of how the power grows with each holder and everything. So even I didn't really think about that last episode, but if everything does get transferred, he should still have the strength, I think. Unless he transferred, like, the stockpiling quirk too, and then he doesn't have the stockpiling, therefore loses what has been stockpiled, you know? But it also, if that's the case, it might be a gradual fade like it was for All Might, right? So, anyway. Yeah, so the first two to go, Kudo went, did some damage, then the next punch, they got rejected except for N, which if I'm not mistaken, I think N was the smokescreen guy. He managed to make it in. And then the last punch got everyone except for Nana Shimura. So now it's just Midoriya, Nana Shimura. We are in the memories of Shigaraki, and, like, we are actually in them. Like, not just seeing them projected in the sky, which it was a really interesting, you know... This is a hard fight to try to show the audience, I feel like, because it's this crazy thing of, like, we're seeing Midoriya see memories, like, almost like he's watching, like, he looked over at them, but I think it's really just in his head that he's, like, experiencing them, I imagine. Like, I'm sure those cameras aren't picking up giant hallucinations of those memories, right? I imagine it's just in Midoriya's head, but then we also have, like, the holders that are seeing them, but that makes sense because they're in Midoriya's head, I guess, so it's like, it's a really wonky fight to try to show people, but I think I'm understanding it enough to kind of get the anime nuances that are being shown here. But I could see some people that might not be, like, avid anime watchers be like, how are there projections in the sky? Where'd they get the projector? You know, it's just anime shit, guys. It's just anime shit. It's all in his head. As far as I know, anyway. But, that would be my guess. So, anyway. Yeah, I mean, I loved the episode. I loved just a lot of these different moments. Nana Shimura saying she's, like, got rejected because of her own weakness, so maybe she... like, a subconscious part of herself wasn't quite ready to face what she has done, which the irony is now she is in those memories with Midoriya, and she is seeing what she has done, giving up her son, led her son down a path of anger and hate towards heroes, which made him lash out at his son, his own son, who wanted to be a hero and stuff like that. It was a bit abusive to his family and everything, and that's gotta like be very painful to see. That's how like you gave up your child to hopefully give him a better life, and look at what his life turned into, you know? Um, it's just gotta be, like, full of regrets. We had Uravity being taken away, which is good. Um, I'm sad they didn't know her name. I'm with freaking Hawks here. They're like, it's Uravity. You should know that. Damn it. But I get it. They're not. They're still provisional license heroes. It's not like they're on the battlefield normally and being interviewed by news outlets and shit like that. But yeah. Oh man. The little moment where Eri, it seemed like she was like she didn't have any power, but she was trying to help Eraser. And but she couldn't, and that's why she was there crying. But Eraser like cheered her up by being like, "Oh, I just got hit by a dump truck. It's fine. I'll be okay. I'll heal." So, saving the UA thing was great. I like the little interaction. Like, I kind of like that we're seeing a little bit of. I mean, she's such like an extra character, but I've loved her since she entered the show with damn it, her name is. It's funny how I loved her character, but she's also like one of the first ones that I forget the name of all the time. But support course girl. Um, I'm I'm so sorry I can't remember her name, but yeah, I really it's interesting that she was there with the camera monitoring it and being like, I did a lot of work for him, so I need to watch my client to see how I can be better used to him and things like that, especially since she's been kind of built up as that like kind of shut in, only working on projects, doesn't even know like the state of the world and stuff, yet she's even out here uh watching. Man, her name's on the tip of my tongue and it's bothering me so much that I can't remember it. But anyway. And then obviously we had sharing that same moment. I really love the dialogue of Labrava being like, he put both of us in jail, but that made us better people, so I want to help him too. It's just a really funny way to say that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think, man, looking at support course girl again, I'm just sitting here trying to remember her name because I'm pissed at myself for not remembering it, with her being one of my Hatsume Mei. There we go. You know how I remembered? Want to know how I remembered that name? I actually thought back to season 2. I was like, where did we hear her name the most? Season 2, Sports Fest, fighting Ida, where she used him as a walking advertisement, and then at the end of the fight when she walked out, she's like, look at my babies and remember my name, Hatsume Mei, Hatsume Mei, Hatsume Mei, Hatsume Mei. And I remember her saying it like 5 times, and that's what just triggered my memory on what the name is. So it's funny how you can just, I can't think of her name when I'm just trying to think of a name, but when I recall a memory that involves a name, I'm able to figure it out. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah. Honestly, I don't really think I have much more. I'm really pumped to see like where this goes going into the memories. Like, is it even possible for us to save this kid, or what do we do about Shigaraki? I want to see how this ends. I'd love to see like a time skip. I don't know. I genuinely like would love to spend at least a couple episodes with our kids in the future and see like where they end up and all that before we end this show, because I think that would be really awesome, or at least somehow hear about it in some way. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, and that's going to be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more content from me. There's early access for other shows. I release this one as it airs, so there's no early access for this one. But for my other shows there is, so check that out. There's also my Patreon shows, which are on my Patreon, links in the description, where you can get content that isn't even released to YouTube yet if you want more from me. And it's a way to support me and what I do here, and I very much appreciate it. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen, and I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.